Hello friends, in this video we are going to discuss on the topic metro railway systems. I will cover the points related to metro railway systems, introduction, history, need, features, construction, working, advantages, disadvantages, conclusion and references. So let us have first introduction regarding metro railway systems. The word metro comes from metropolitan. We have heard before the word metropolitan cities. The metropolitan cities are the cities where the population is very high and we may face the problems related to traffic. So, the metro railways are the best option for the transportation of people from one point to another point in the same cities. This is underground railway system in a city. Metro rail is a mass rapid transport system. It is one of the convenient, fast, efficient, reliable, modern, user friendly, and also comfortable and affordable mode of transportation. It is specially designed to run in a metropolitan cities. The history of metro railway is the first metro rail system started in London in the year 1863, which was the underground metro rail. In India, we started with the first metro railway system in Kolkata, which was Asia's fifth metro railway in the year 1984. Now we are having the metro railways in the cities like Bangalore, Lucknow, Kolkata, Delhi and Mumbai. What is the necessity of metro railway system? This is one of the best option to avoid the problems related to traffic. As we are observing, there is day by day increase in population and everyone using their personal vehicles. So we may suffer from the traffic problems. So in order to reduce it, we can have metro railway option for the transportation. Also, to avoid the growing traffic congestions, we can use the metro railways. This also reduces the air pollution as it runs on electrical energy only. It will also help to avoid the congestion at peak hours. We can reduce or we can save the time by using this mode of transportation. Also, we can reduce the fuel consumption. So that is why the metro railways are required or necessity. The features of metro railway system. Metro railways are provided with air conditioning and ventilation systems for the environment control of stations and tunnels. We may observe there are automatic door opening and closing systems. Also, the automatic ticket vending and checking systems are available in metro railways. A public addressing system is provided on the trains to announce the approaching stations. There is a LCD display in the metro railways on which the number of station and the name of area is continuously displayed on the LCD screen. Also, the metro railways are provided with the CCTVs for the security purpose. This is one of the life safety and security option. The platform screen doors in underground stations are observed. You can observe here the construction wise metro railways. So there may be underground metro railways or elevated metro railways. So in this picture you can observe the tunnel metro railways whose construction is underground. The next type is elevated type. As you can see in this picture, the structure of it is elevated type, that is, it is above the road. So you can use the road for the transportation purpose. So there is no interference with the footprints. So, like we have seen in monorails, the construction is same for the elevated type, that is RCC beams are provided or pylon structure is provided for the movement of metro railways. Now let us see how the metro railway works. Like your normal trains, in some of the areas, metro railways receive the electrical energy from overhead equipments, that is 25 kilovolts, for the operation of it. In some cases, it may use 750 or 1500 DC volts for running of train. In case of tunnel or underground railway system that uses DC supply. For the current collection purpose, the third rail system is used. The metro railways are provided with exclusive right of way path. That means only on that path the metro railways can run. There is no interference by pedestrians and other vehicles. Also, you may observe there is a grid separation. The motors used for the metro railways are DC shunt motors. One of the interesting thing is that metro railway can be worked without a driver. Now you will be surprised how it can be. This is happening because of the control from the central room. Upon departure, the control orders are given for interlocking systems to open a route. This system then checks the possibility of opening the route and positions of the switches or points before sending a movement order to the trains on a board systems, which will control the acceleration and braking. Also, it will determine the location of the train in real time via beacon positioned on the track, passing this information back to the control center. So, the signaling is very important for running of metro railways. It checks the train speed compatible with the restrictions imposed on the line. The position of the train correctly with the beacons, that is signals, in front of the platform doors upon arrival in the station before ordering the opening of the doors. Let us see what are the advantages of metro railway systems. As we have discussed, this is one of the suitable and best option of transportation for densely populated cities. Also, it is environment friendly. The metro railways runs on electricity, so they are eco-friendly as well. The energy consumption is 4 times lower than the normal trains. And in very short time, the passengers can reach their destinations. Also, there is a less need for maintenance than other traffic mediums. The tracks are less inexpensive than the highways. Also, metro railways causes very less noise. They also reduces the traffic related problems. They are very reliable and comfortable, and there is very low per head cost as we compare with the other transportation medium. There are disadvantages also. So first disadvantage is the cost factor. The amount which is to be invested for the construction of metro railway is very high. At the time of construction, it becomes the slight congestion on the roads. It requires electrical energy for its operation. There is no recovery of heavy capital cost. Whatever earn or the ticket income is there from metro railways is used for the operating cost. Then it also needs the foresight for the station location. It need the super large ridership. The conclusion of the topic is, though metro railway systems are more reliable, comfortable and safer than the road based system, and it reduces the congestion on the roads. However, whatever systems are planned, they are cost overrunning and they are underutilization of capacity. So, if the project is properly worked or properly installed, then it may be a best option. The technology used in metro railway is superior compared to the normal trains. So these are the references. Thank you for the listening.